Hi, good evening everyone. Welcome to Unacademy, India's largest learning platform. This is Shefali Singla, and in today's session we will be having a practice on row major order and column major order, the concept that we had discussed day before yesterday. So after solving a few problems on the basis of that, then we'll be introducing the concept of pointers to an array. So in the next session, I'll be just starting with lower triangular matrix. In today's session, we won't be covering that. But yeah, along with the practice session, we will be understanding that how pointers are used with arrays. All right. So this will be the agenda for today's session. Before starting with the session, let me introduce that what this batch is, Envision batch, and also about the subscription plans. So guys, we had started with the Envision batch from 10th of October on our channel, that's Let's Crack Gates ESE. Basically, this is English batch course and the duration of this batch is 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. daily. So this is 7 hours. In 7 hours, we will be having 7 sessions on general aptitude. Each session will be of 1 hour and we will be having the sessions on general aptitude, discrete mathematics, computer networks, data structures and programming, compiler design, operating systems and algorithms. As you can see that I have started with the concepts of data structures and programming. This is very important from GATE point of view. GATE में इसकी काफ़ी अच्छी खासी weightage है. And apart from that, from placements point of view also, data structures and programming is very important subject. Okay, so daily we will be having a live session at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. and parallelly at 12:30 we are solving previous year questions on programming. So those who have missed the programming sessions, they can join the live sessions and you can clear your doubts. And apart from that, अगर आपने programming sessions नहीं भी attend किए, even then you can attend the live sessions which are conducted at 12:30. Tomorrow we won't be having this session. Day after tomorrow we will be having a session from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. Till now I have covered the previous year questions on programming which were asked in GATE 2020, 2019 and 2018. And we have started with 2017. In next session I will be covering all the questions from GATE 2017, 16 and 15. So accordingly you can prepare, you can solve the questions and whatever queries you will be having, you can ask those queries in the next session. Next, we have Unacademy Learning app. This is available on both the Play Store and the Apple Store. So you guys can download this app. This is very useful. So you can follow free sessions plus classes, and also you can attempt the live tests, recorded sessions, live sessions and so on. So this is the benefit. So अगर बच्चे कहीं पे भी आप बाहर हो, आपको बहुत ज़्यादा wait करना पड़ जाता है. So in that case, you can make use of this app, right? This is very handy and very convenient and obviously very much useful. Apart from that, if you want to cover the 100% syllabus in detail, then you need to subscribe for a plan. We have two kind of subscriptions, plus subscription and the iconic. Plus subscription is a basic plan with which you can start your preparation, and iconic takes your preparation to the next level with the help of personal coach. So what are the benefits of the plus subscription? First of all, you can attend unlimited interactive live classes which will be taken by India's best educators. By any chance, if you have missed the live session, in that case, you can follow the recorded sessions and whatever queries or doubts you will be having, you can ask in the doubt solving sessions. Now, what are doubt solving sessions? Doubt solving sessions are nothing but we have designed Plus course in such a way that every fourth session will be a live doubt solving session. So that whatever concepts you have learned in the 3 sessions, you can solve the questions, and question solve karte hue definitely you can come across some difficulty or some doubt, so you can ask your queries. And by any chance if you have missed the live session, तो recorded session देखते हुए जो भी आपकी queries आ रही हैं live session में immediately you can ask. But in case of recorded, you won't be able to ask. To handle those queries, we have introduced this concept of doubt solving session. And apart from the doubts, in this session, we will be solving the questions. So this will be a practice session as well. Apart from the structured courses and PDFs will be provided to you, live tests and quizzes will be there. We will be having 2 types of quizzes. One is weekly quiz. Weekly quiz, as the name itself suggests, that every week we will be having a weekly quiz. So what will be the syllabus of this weekly quiz? Whatever you have learned in the current week, to evaluate that, we will be having the weekly quizzes, and at the end of each course we will be having the mega quiz. So these are the benefits of the Plus subscription. Apart from this, Iconic is having some additional features. So ये वाले benefits तो आएंगे ही आएंगे जो Plus में है. Apart from that, some additional features are also there. That is, you will be getting a guidance from the personal coach. He or she will help you to identify your weak area and the strong area, so that accordingly you can prepare your smart strategy. Personalized test analysis will be done. Study planner will be provided to you. Preparatory study material will also be provided to you. Preparatory study material will not be provided under Plus subscription. Alright, so these are the additional benefits of Iconic subscription. If we talk about the subscription plans, in Iconic we have 1 year subscription plan and 2 year. 1 year is for 50,250 and 2 year is for 74,000. But if you are going to apply this referral code, this is my referral code. नाम से समझ में आ रहा है? My first name Shefali. So by applying this referral code, you will be getting 10% discount. This means that for 1 year Iconic subscription, you need to pay 45,225, and for 2 year Iconic subscription, you just need to pay 66,600. Guys, this 2 year subscription is mainly beneficial for the students which are currently in the first year, second year or third year of BTech. So jitni jaldi aap preparation start karoge, you will be getting sufficient time for practice and watching the sessions. So I'll suggest that as early as possible, start your preparation in a proper manner. This will also help you in the semester exams. How? Because whatever subjects we are going to cover in the GATE preparation, those are the core technical subjects of your branch, which are taught in the second year or third year of BTech. So if you have thoroughly understood, you have learned the concepts and theoretically also, then definitely you can score well, perform well in the semester exams. Next benefit is third year students can also write the GATE paper. So third year mein, if you are writing the GATE paper with a 100% preparation, तो this means that काफी high chances है कि third year में आपका काफी अच्छा rank आ जाएगा. But still, some people are like, they don't want 2-digit rank, they want 1-digit rank. So in the fourth year, you will be having a backup without dropping an year, without putting in extra efforts. आपको अपने mistakes समझ में आ जाएंगी और एक साल practice के लिए मिल जाएगा. So you can improve your GATE score by again writing the GATE paper in the fourth year. Apart from that, you can also include your GATE score in your resume, so that your resume gets shortlisted, and once it got shortlisted, you need to go through 2 mandatory rounds. One is the written round, which is also known as the elimination round, and second one is the interview round. Some companies are conducting their coding round as well. So what all subjects do we need to prepare? Yehi goal hota hai, either after BTech you will be looking for some seat in a good college, right, for masters, and other one is for interview. I lost my GATE 2020 GATE score. So you can again download it, because now they are not sending the hard copies, so you can download the soft copy again. That is not an issue. So whatever subjects we have covered, that will help you in cracking the written round and the interview, because from placements point of view, few subjects are important like data structures and programming, which is also having a good weightage in the GATE exam also. Apart from that, algorithms, DBMS, these all subjects are having good weightage in the GATE exam as well. Also, these are important from placements point of view. Written में you may find multiple choice questions from operating systems, computer networks, along with the non-technical portion. So if you have prepared for GATE, this means that you have covered all the syllabus. Correct? So this will help you in the placements as well. And also if you are targeting on PSUs, many PSUs are directly recruiting on the basis of GATE score. By any chance, if they are not, you are targeting on something like ISRO is conducting their own written paper. So ISRO syllabus is exactly similar to GATE exam. If we talk about GATE 2020, so none of the question was like apart from the syllabus, out of the syllabus from GATE. Okay, so although 3 additional subjects are there, in the GATE ISRO paper, but 2020 में बच्चे कोई भी question आपका GATE syllabus के बाहर नहीं था. So if you have very well prepared for the GATE, definitely you can crack the ISRO exam also. And apart from this, ISRO में आपको क्या चाहिए, एक अच्छी खासी speed चाहिए, because time is limited and you need a good speed. And let me tell you one thing, in ISRO you'll find direct straightforward questions from the previous year GATE questions. तो अगर आपने GATE की preparation बहुत अच्छे से की है, previous year questions को 3-4 times solve किया, तो आपको ISRO crack करना बिल्कुल मुश्किल नहीं लगेगा. Correct? That's great in the. So this is about the iconic subscription. Let's now talk about the plus subscription plans. In the plus, we have 1 month subscription, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 18 months and 2 year. So directly I'll talk about, after applying the referral code, how much you need to pay for 1 month plus subscription. Now I'm talking about plus subscription plans. For 1 month, instead of paying 5,500, you need to pay 4,950. For 3 months, it's 12,375. For 6 months, it's 22,275. For 1 year, it's 27,225. 18 months, 34,650. And for 2 years, you need to pay 39,600. This is after applying the referral code. Hope this information was useful for you guys. So, are you ready for the session? As already discussed with you, in today's session, we will be solving some questions on the basis of two-dimensional array. We have already covered the concept of row major order and column major order. Hope that was, you found it easy and you got the concept. To get more clarity, we will be solving some questions and then we'll be introducing a concept of pointers with arrays. Although I'll be taking a separate session on pointers with arrays, but I'll just give you the overview. All right? So shall we start with the session? Are you ready for that? Let's crack it. So first of all, can you tell me that if I want to find out the location of some element, I want to find the locations. Okay. First of all, we will be solving some problems on the basis of row major order. Row major order means elements are stored row by row. Row major order. First of all, tell me if you have any doubt. If there is any query from your side, first of all, I'll handle that. And after that, we'll solve the questions. By the time you are writing a query, let me write a question on the screen. Assume that you are given with an array declaration. Consider the given array declaration it's A 0 to 10, 0 to 10 and base address is given as 1000. Size of each element is given as 10 bytes. Size of each element is given as 10 bytes. And you have to follow row major order. And by using row major order, I want to find out the location of the element A. It belongs to 8th row and 7th column. 8, 7. We know that first subscript tells you the row number and second gives you the column number. So what will be the location? Without writing a formula, I don't want to write the formula and substitute the values. It should be clear. So first of all, it's A is nothing but that is the array name. Array name always returns the base address. What is the base address? That is 1000. 1000 plus. Since this is row major order, so first of all, I need to select the required row number. So required row number is 8. 8th row 1950. Yeah, that's the correct answer. Very good. So 8th row को element belong कर रहा है, but how many rows do I need to skip? It depends on the starting row number. Starting row number is given as 0. So minus 0, these are the number of rows that I need to skip. But I want to calculate the number of elements that I have to skip. So in one row, how many elements will be there? That is equal to number of columns. So in this case, the starting column number is 0 and last column number is 10. So how many rows are there? How many columns are there? Number of columns will be equal to UB2 minus LB2 plus 1, that is 11. So these are the number of rows that I want to skip. In each row, 11 elements are there. So these are the number of elements that I have to skip. In addition to this, need to skip some more elements. Now row is selected. You are at the beginning of the required row number. Now need to select the column number. So element belongs to the 7th column. It comes out to be 7. How many elements do we need to skip? It depends on the starting column number, that is also given as 0, into size of each element. Just simplify this. 88 plus 7 is 95 into 10 is 950. So this comes out to be 1950. Clear? Do I need to write the formula? No, it's pretty clear. Why I'm taking practice session on this one? Because I'll be using this formula. You should know the meaning of each and every term, because this will provide a base for lower triangular matrix and lower triangular matrix and upper triangular matrix. Any doubt on this point? This was the first problem. Clear? Let's consider one more problem. Array declaration is given as minus 5, 2 plus 5, minus 5, 2 plus 5. Base address is given as 0. Base address is given as 0. And you have to follow row major order. Size of each element is 10. Size of each element is given as 10. And I want to find out the location of A 0, 0. Just see if you can return the answer. Also find out the location of A minus 3, 5. After that, again I'll write the formula and then we'll move on to column major order. Since it's row major order, so first of all you need to find out the number of rows. Is it 0 for first one? I'm getting one option. It's 0. Okay, 0 is not the answer. Then what's the answer? First of all, can you tell me, according to the given array declaration, how many rows and how many columns are available? Almost same subscripts they are using. So the number of rows in this particular case, number of rows and number of columns will be same, because row number and column number both are starting from minus 5 and upper bound for both is plus 5. So how many rows and columns will be there? $600, okay, 50, 600, option B 50. 50 are the number of rows or number of columns, or it's the answer for, or it's the location for the element 0, 0. Okay, so number of rows or columns कैसे find करते हैं? Last row number minus starting row number, upper bound minus lower bound plus 1. Upper bound is plus 5 minus lower bound is minus 5 plus 1. This comes out to be 11. Why we are getting 11? Because need to count 0 as well. Now, want to find out the location of A 0, 0. Array name returns the base address. Base address of an array is 0. 0 plus. Since we are working on row major order, so select the required row number. Required row number is 0. 0th row की beginning में जाना है, but how many rows we need to skip? It depends on the starting row number. Minus starting row number is minus 5. These many rows I need to skip. इतनी rows में elements कितने cover होंगे? The size of each row is equal to number of columns, or in each row number of elements are equal to the number of columns, which is equal to 11. In addition to this, this means that you are at the beginning of the required row number plus element belongs to 0th column. Select 0th column, but before that you need to skip some elements. Minus starting column number. Starting column number is minus 5. So just simplify this. Size of each element is given as 10. So minus and minus comes out to be plus. 55 plus 5, 60 into 10 is nothing but 600. So yes, 600 is the correct answer. What is the answer for the next problem? Answer for this problem? $320. Yes, that's correct. So base address is 0. Required row number is minus 3. How many rows we need to skip? Depends on the starting row number into number of elements in each row plus required column number is 5, starting column number is minus 5 into size of each element. This comes out to be minus 3 plus 5 is 2, 22 plus 10, 32. 32 into 10. That comes out to be 320. Is this clear to everyone? So let's write. अब आपको और क्लैरिटी होगी फटाफट से फॉर्मूला बताओ. इफ LB1 is the starting row number, UB1 is the last row number, LB2 is the starting column number, UB2 is the last column number, BA is the base address, size of each element is let's assume this is S. And I want to find out the location of A. Everywhere we are using this formula. Formula kuch bhi nahi, it's very easy. Array name always returns the base address that will be given to you. Since we are working on row major, बच्चे अगर row major order है तो preference किसको देनी है? To the row. If it's column major order, so first of all you need to select the column. So element belongs to ith row. I'm so sorry. Minus कितनी row skip करनी है depends on the starting row number. These many rows you need to skip, and in each row number of elements are equal to number of columns that you can calculate. Plus now select the column LB2 into size of each element. और यही हमने किया. We are just substituting the values. Yes, this is using row major order. Is this clear? Any doubt? So we have done sufficient practice. Yes, number of columns are nothing but that is UB2 minus LB2. ये हम काफी बार calculate कर चुके हैं, so I thought it's clear to everyone. That's why I had not written that again. Plus 1. Yes? Next. Now let's do some practice on column major order. Column major order, and you are given with some array declaration. A minus 5 to plus 5. I want everybody to return the answer. plus 25. Base address is, let's assume that 0. Size of each element is size of each element is 5. You have to use column major order. Find out the location of A 0, 25. Just solve two questions and then we'll write the formula. A minus 4 minus 1. Just return the values. Okay, so anybody got the answer for the first problem? It's exactly similar to row major order, but now you will be giving preference. बच्चे row major order में हमने क्या बोला था? Elements are stored row by row, column में column by column. So first of all, you need to reach to the beginning of the required column. 1675. Okay, this is the answer for first problem. All right, everybody getting 1675. So let's write the values. Base address is given as array name returns the base address. It is given as 0. Since this is column major order, so need to select the required column number first. Required column number is 25. 25 कितने column skip करने? It depends on the starting column number minus 5. These many columns we need to skip, but we have to calculate the number of elements in each column. How many elements will be there? Number of elements in each column will be equal to number of rows. Can you return the number of rows here? Let me write it as NR. So what will be the number of rows here? It's the upper bound for the last row number plus 5 minus starting row number plus 1. This comes out to be 11. So in each these many columns we need to skip, but कितने elements skip करने? Into 11. In addition to this, now you are at the beginning of the required column number. Select the row number. Row number, required row number is 0. Starting row number is minus 5. Minus 5 into size of each element. This comes out to be 30 into 11 is 330. 335 into 5. And yes, this comes out to be 165. 165 is the correct answer. Similarly, can you return the answer for the second problem? What is the answer for second problem? 225. All right. So let's solve this. Base address plus required column number is minus 1 minus starting column number into number of elements in each column plus required row number minus starting row number into size of each element, and this comes out to be 0 plus minus 1 plus 5, 4, 44 and 45 into 5, and that comes out to be 225. That's the correct answer. No, 375 is not the correct answer. 45 into 5, just simplify this and see where you have committed a mistake. So I guess you all are comfortable with row major order and column major order. So quickly return the formula for column major order. Assume that array is declared with the starting row number LB1, ending row number UB1, starting column number LB2, ending column number UB2. Base address of an array is BA and size of each element is S. I want to find out the location of A, I, J. So array name returns the base address. Since this is column major order, so select the required column number. It's J. We need to find out the number of columns to skip minus starting column number into, in each column number of elements will be equal to number of rows, NR. In addition to this, 6 into 11 must be there. Here, see, it's minus 1 plus 5. Will it be 6? बच्चे एक नेगेटिव नंबर है, एक पॉजिटिव नंबर है. Plus required row number is I, starting row number is LB1 into size of each element. 6 columns you need to skip. Why? Okay. पहली चीज यहीं से आपके पास आंसर 4 आ रहा है. Second thing is, let's mark it as first column number is -5. Second column number is -4. Third column number is -3, -2, -1. स्टार्ट कहां से करेंगे? ऑब्वियसली स्टार्टिंग कॉलम नंबर इज -5. पहली चीज फॉर्मूला से आ गया. दिस इज -5 वाला कॉलम स्किप करना है. सेकेंड, थर्ड एंड फोर्थ, तो 4 ही तो स्किप करने हैं. ओके, यू टुक इट एज 1. नो, इट्स -1. एनी डाउट? सो दिस इज द फॉर्मूला. बच्चे फॉर्मूला दोबारा बताना पॉइंट नहीं है. पॉइंट इज यू शुड बी क्लियर विद ईच एंड एवरी टर्म. व्हाई वी आर राइटिंग J minus LB2, why we are writing NR, what is the meaning of that? Because this is going to play a very important role when we will be talking about the formulas of lower triangular matrix and column upper triangular matrix. Hope this is clear to everyone. You got the clarity over this topic. So just give me a confirmation if it's clear or crystal clear. अगर क्रैमिंग की जरूरत पड़ रही है, फॉर्मूला याद करना पड़ रहा है, इसका मतलब यह है कि आपको समझ में नहीं आया. दिस मीन्स दैट यू नीड मोर प्रैक्टिस. ओके, सो कैन यू रिटर्न द आंसर फॉर दिस प्रॉब्लम? Quickly return the answer for this problem. This is similar to the problem that we had covered yesterday, a day before yesterday. But instead of row major order, now we have column major order. Done? need to find out the location of or address of a I comma j. Array name returns the base address. They have said that each integer takes one memory location. This means that size is given as 1 byte 1. The first element of the array is stored at location 100. That means base address is given as 100. Base address plus the array is stored in column major order. First of all, need to select the column number j minus starting column number, that is 1. Into, you need to calculate the number of elements. In one column, number of elements are equal to number of rows, and number of rows will be 1 to 10 means 10 rows are there. Plus, go to the required row number into size of each element. This comes out to be 100 plus 10j minus 10 plus I minus 1. Just simplify this. This comes out to be 10j plus I plus 100 minus 11 plus 89. That is nothing but option D. I don't know how you are getting option B. Even if you use the same concept with a row major order, this is using column major order. This is with column major order, and if you'll check it with row major order, then this comes out to be location of A j, very good evening Shashwat, is equal to base address is 100 plus row major order. Now we are working on row major order, so required row number is I, starting row number. In each row, how many elements are there? 15 plus required column number. B आंसर तो बच्चे किसी भी तरीके से नहीं आएगा. 100 plus 15i minus 15 plus j minus 1. This comes out to be 15i plus j plus 100 minus 16 is 84. Then in that case, if it's row major order, then answer is A. If it's column major order, then answer is D. Correct? So don't get confused. This was a previous year GATE question. So these type of questions can be asked in the GATE paper. Okay? Apart from this, in the next session, what we will be discussing, we have to discuss the concept of lower triangular matrix. Lower triangular matrix. Why I am giving this much stress on this topic? Because in lower triangular matrix, I am just giving you the overview. So you must have understood, you must be knowing the meaning of lower triangular matrix. Linear algebra आपके पास complete unit है mathematics में. Matrix means where the elements are stored in the form of rows and columns, right? So triangular matrix कब बनेगा? You need to take the elements of the diagonal matrix along with the elements which are lower to the diagonal should be non-zero. And above the diagonal elements should be 0, then we can say that lower triangular का मतलब क्या है? When you are having a matrix, let me take it as A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, 32 belonging to third row. So that's why I am taking this is row 1. Row 2, row 3, column 1, column 2, column 3. This is A33, right? अब इस केस में बच्चे diagonal elements कौन से होंगे? Where I is equal to j, correct? सो अगर आपके पास मैट्रिक्स स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स नहीं है, देन यू वॉन्ट बी एबल टू गेट द प्रिंसिपल डायगोनल. So the very first condition is matrix should be a square matrix. Matrix should be a square matrix. Lower का मतलब क्या? If this is the diagonal, this is the diagonal. Along with the diagonal, if you are taking the elements below the diagonal, that is, these are the elements of lower triangular matrix. This is forming a lower triangular matrix. And if I take the elements above the diagonal, diagonal elements and above the diagonal elements, then we'll say that these are the elements of upper triangular matrix. Right? So what we have to do is, obviously we have to store these elements in the memory. अब मेमोरी में कैसे स्टोर कराएंगे? ऑब्वियस सी बात है कि कोई भी ट्राइंगल फॉर्म में आपके पास मेमोरी में कोई ट्राइंगल, कोई स्क्वायर, कुछ नहीं, ऐसा कोई शेप नहीं होता है. सो जस्ट यू नीड टू स्टोर द एलिमेंट्स एट द कंटिन्यूअस मेमोरी लोकेशंस. So either you will be storing the elements using row major order or column major order. So if I'll be applying row major order, for example, I have the elements of lower triangular matrix. I'm considering the example of lower triangular matrix. So what elements will be present? A11, A21, A31. Above the diagonal, elements will be 0. According to the definition of lower triangular matrix, so these elements will be 0. So according to the definition, we know that what elements will be 0. So we won't be storing the 0 elements with the value 0 in the memory. So we just need to store non-zero elements. So if I'll be following row major order में से कितने, first row में से कितने elements store होंगे? Just one element will be stored. From second row, 2 elements will be stored. From third row, 3 elements will be stored. From fourth row, 4 elements will be stored, and so on. So row major order में बच्चे आप क्या कर रहे थे? You were calculating the number of rows that you want to skip according to the problem statement and multiplying those number of rows with the number of columns. Reason? Because in each row, from each row, how many elements were getting stored? That is equal to the number of columns. But here, हर रो में से कितने एलिमेंट स्टोर हो रहे हैं, दैट इज नॉट डिपेंडिंग ऑन द नंबर ऑफ कॉलम्स. यस, सो हियर वी विल मॉडिफाई द फॉर्मूला. बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर फॉर्मूला का वही रहेगा, बट जस्ट वी नीड टू मेक सम मॉडिफिकेशन अकॉर्डिंग टू द सिचुएशन. ऑलराइट, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू डिस्कस दिस इन डिटेल. टुमारो आई विल बी कवरिंग दिस टॉपिक. इज दिस क्लियर टू एवरीवन? Yes? Overview mila. So just revise the formulas, whatever we have discussed using row major order and column major order. Make sure that you should be clear with the meaning of each and every term written in the formula. Now let's go through a concept of pointers. See, whenever we want to access some element of an array. Let's assume that this is array. Randomly, any element can be accessed on the basis of the position. On the basis of the value of index. By default, index starts from 0. Let's assume that the elements are 10, 20, 30, 11, 21 and 31, something like this. If I want to access, I want to print the value of, I want to print some integer, I'll be writing printf %d. I want to print element which is present at index 3. So this will be returning what? This will be returning the value. How? If it's one dimensional array, so a of 3 will be treated as, this is for user purpose, for compiler purpose, this is value at a plus need to skip 3 elements to reach to the third index. Array name always returns the base address. Asterisk का मतलब क्या है? Value at some location. So this will be returning the location. This will be returning some location. So a plus 3, a will return the base address. Let's assume that the base address is 1000. Next element is at 1002, 4, 6, 8 and 10. Now 1000 plus 3. Should I write 3? Yes? No. This is saying that how many elements you need to skip. Right? If 3 elements I need to skip, this means that how many memory locations? It depends on the size of each element. जितने भी हमने formulas लिखे हैं, हर एक में हम क्या कर रहे हैं? We are finding the number of elements जो भी आपको skip करने हैं. In order to get the memory location, we are multiplying it with the size of each element. If you observe all the formulas, we were writing base address plus some value was calculated and ultimately the whole term gets multiplied with the size of each element. Similarly, here you got the number of elements that you need to skip into size of each element. So this will be printing what? Value at location 1006. What value is present at location 1006? That is the value of a of 3, that is 11. So if it is one dimensional array, then a of 3 will be returning the value. It will be returning the value. Pointer to first element of fourth one dimensional array. Yes. Clear? So if it is one dimensional array, then it is returning the value. But what if it's two-dimensional array? If it's two-dimensional array, let me take the index value, column number 0, 1, 2, column number 0, 1, 2, and I want to find out the value of, I'm writing something like a of 2. Here some elements are present 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 and 90. Now, if I'm writing a of 2, if I'll write here a of 2, it will be returning 30. But here what it will be returning? Let's assume that the base address बच्चे इसका 1000 है. तो by default कौन सा method follow होता है? Row major order. तो next element कौन सा store होगा? This will be at 1002, 1004. Next row कहाँ से start होगी? This is row 0. Next row कहाँ से start होगी? From 1006. From 1012. This element will be present at location 1008. This will be starting at 1010. This will be starting from 1012, 1014 and 1016. So if it is one dimensional array, then it will be returning 11 in case of one dimensional array. If it is two dimensional array, then it will return what? बच्चे आपको वैल्यू कब मिलेगी टू डायमेंशनल एरे में? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू नीड टू सेलेक्ट द रो एंड देन द कॉलम, राइट? और asterisk is used for selection. This is used for selection, right? So if I write a plus 2, this is asterisk of a plus 2 plus 2. मैम अगर टू डायमेंशनल एरे है तो क्या हमें टू एस्ट्रिक नहीं चाहिए? क्योंकि फर्स्ट सिलेक्शन विल बी डन फॉर रो एंड सेकंड सिलेक्शन किसके लिए आएगी? कॉलम के लिए. तो इफ इट इज टू डायमेंशनल एरे तो आपके पास टू एस्ट्रिक्स होंगे तो ही दो सिलेक्शन होंगे. ओनली देन यू विल बी गेटिंग द वैल्यू. बट हियर it is simply saying a plus 2. What is this 2? Should I multiply it with 2? Because that is the size of each element. No. Here, when this is the first subscript, this means that this is giving you the number of rows to skip. Number of rows to skip. अगर इतनी रो skip करनी है तो कितने एलिमेंट्स स्किप होंगे? फर्स्ट रो में 3 एलिमेंट्स आर देयर, सेकंड रो में 3 एलिमेंट्स आर देयर. सो दिस इज नथिंग बट, this means that first row is selected, a plus 2 into 3, that is the number of elements in each row into size of each element. This array name returns the base address. So this is simply saying that row which is starting with the address 1012, that is selected. That is selected. Ma'am, what if instead of writing asterisk of a plus 2, I simply write a plus 2? Then what will happen? Then also it will be returning the address 1012, but दोनों में difference क्या है? In this case, it is outside this arrow, outside this row. Row is not selected. Selection कब होगी? When it will be getting the asterisk. Is this clear? Okay, let's not go into the much details of two-dimensional array abhi ke liye, because we need to wind up the session in another 10 minutes. So tell me if you are clear with the concept of one-dimensional array. Yes, no? Okay, to get more clarity, let's solve one question. Just try to attempt this question. This is based on one-dimensional array, and also I'm using the concept of pointers. Just try to analyze this. Declaration and initialization of one-dimensional array. So take one-dimensional array A, and this is going to store 5 elements. Let's assume that size of each element is 2 memory locations, and the base address is 1000. Next element will be stored at 1002, next will be at 1004, next at 1006, and next element will be present at location 1008. What are the values? It's 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. After that, again it is declaring one array. P is an array. P array hai? Yes, P is an array. But what this asterisk mean? This means that P is going to hold the addresses of some integers. So this P array will be holding the addresses, not the values. Let's assume that this is starting from 2000 and the size of each address is, if it's 16-bit processor, तो ही हम बोलते हैं कि integer का size is 2 bytes. If it is 32-bit, then it is 4. अगर 16-bit है तो definitely pointer size will also be 2 bytes. So let me take this as 2002, 2004, 2006, 2008. अब values क्या initialize होंगी? That is given in the question. A is what? That is array name. Array name always returns the base address of an array. What is the base address of array A? Address of array A is 1000. So 1000 is stored here as the first element, as the first address. Yes? After that, A plus 1. A is the array name. Plus 1 का मतलब क्या है बच्चे? Plus 1 means pointing to the next element. Plus 1 means immediately next element. A will be returning A plus 1. A will be returning the base address. Plus 1 means need to skip one element. One element means how many memory locations? Multiply it with 2. So next position pe what address will be stored? It will be 1002. Make sense? Similarly, A plus 2 का मतलब क्या? A will give you the base address. From this address location, skip 2 elements. Skip 2 elements means how many memory locations? 4 memory locations. So the next element will be present at 1004. Similarly, 1006 and 1008. यहाँ तक clear? After that, it is declaring one double pointer variable PTR. PTR is declared and it is getting the address of P. What is the address? P is what? That is one dimensional array, and array name always returns the address of base address of an array. So what is the base address of P? Base address of P is 2000. So this will be storing 2000. So till this point, all the declarations and initializations are over. Yes? Yes. So PTR is holding 2000. Let's assume that the address of PTR is something like 3000, although this is not required. Now, in the first statement, %u and %d. %u is the format specifier for unsigned integer and %d is the format specifier for signed integer. Now, A. What is A? That is array name. So what will be the output of the first statement? First printf statement will be printing what? If you have understood the concept, then you must be able to return the correct answer. Just give me the output for the first print statement. Zero. Why is it 0? But there is a difference between the variable name. Variable name always returns the value at that variable, inside that variable. But array name क्या return करते हैं? Always the base address. Yes. So here, what is this A? This A is the array name. Array name क्या return करेगा? Base address of an array A. What is the base address of an array A? That is 1000. So this will be printing 1000. Asterisk of A. Asterisk of A means value at A. Value at location 1000. What value is available at location 1000? At location 1000, what value is available? That is 0. So it will be printing 0. So let me write the outputs here. First print statement will give you 1000 and 0. Although जब आप इसको print करोगे, क्योंकि यहाँ पे comma mention नहीं है, so it won't be printing the comma, but it will be 1000 and 0. Is this clear? Output of first print statement is clear. Similarly, return the output for the second printf statement. Output for second printf statement. Okay. Second printf statement will be printing P is what? That is array name. A and P in this function, in this main function, we have two arrays named as A and P. P is also an array name. So array name always returns the base address. What is the base address of array P? That is 2000. So it will be printing 2000. P will be printing 2000. Asterisk of P. Asterisk of P means value at 2000. What value is available at location 2000? That is some address 1000. We know that addresses are always unsigned, so that's why for address using %u as the format specifier. Asterisk asterisk P. Asterisk asterisk P. P returns the base address, that is 2000. Value at 2000 is what? It is 1000. This is over. Value at 1000 is what? That is 0. So this will be printing 0. 3000, 2000 and 1000. Third line के लिए PTR को 3000 माने तो answer for this is okay. So now what is PTR? Is it an array? Okay, let me give you one more hint. If I take something like int x is equal to 10, okay, तो आपके पास एक वेरिएबल क्रिएट हो जाएगा x and this is initialized with the value 10, and let's assume that its address is something like 5500. When I'll be printing printf, when I'll be printing the value of x, or let me write simply x. When I'll be printing x, what will be the output? Very easy statement. Now what will be the output? This will give you the answer for your query. Why is it printing 10? Why not 5500? Yes, it will be definitely printing 10. That's perfectly fine. But why is it printing 10? Why not 5500? Because here for PTR you are returning 3000. That is the address of PTR, not the value of PTR. Similarly, for X, address is 5500, value is 10. But here you are considering the value. So as already discussed with you, whenever you are given with the variable, doesn't matter whether it's a pointer variable or it's integer variable, character variable, float variable, unsigned integer variable, signed integer variable, whenever you are getting a variable, it will always returns the value which is stored inside that variable. Now question arises is कि मैम अगर एरे के केस में है तो फिर एरे के केस में एरे नेम में वैल्यू क्यों नहीं रिटर्न करता? फॉर दिस एरे 5 वैल्यूज आर अवेलेबल, कौन सी वैल्यू रिटर्न करेगा? इट इज कंफ्यूज्ड. तो सिंपली एरे नेम रिटर्न्स द बेस एड्रेस. सो राइट अ नोट, array name always returns the base address, whereas variable always returns the value, whatever value is present inside that variable. Is this clear? So similarly, PTR is what? Is PTR an array? No, PTR is not an array. This is pointer variable. If it is a variable, PTR is a variable, so it will be returning what? It will be returning the value whatever is stored inside PTR, that is 2000. So PTR will be returning 2000. Value asterisk of PTR means if PTR is 2000, so what is the value at PTR? Value at PTR means value at 2000. What value is available at 2000? Value at 2000 is 1000. Asterisk asterisk PTR. Yes, exactly. The answer will be same as that of the second printf statement. These are very, very basics. Have you got the idea? Is this clear to everyone? Yes, no? Some confusion is there? Crystal clear? So I'll be taking a dedicated session on arrays with pointers, in which we will be taking the problems from one-dimensional array, two-dimensional array, and with the concept of pointers, where it will be returning the address, because generally students get confused that where it will be returning the address and where it will be returning the value. Okay? So this is all about this session. Hope this session was useful for you guys. Although tomorrow at 7 p.m. we will be discussing the concept of lower triangular matrix using row major order and upper triangular matrix using column major order. Okay? Schedule for the upcoming sessions. I am talking about the month of October. 29th is over. On 30th of October, we will be just having one session, that is from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And on 31st of October, I'll be taking 3 sessions. One at 12:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. in which I'll be handling previous year questions, 2:30 p.m. PYQs on programming asked in the year 2017, 16 and 15. If time permits, we'll take the questions from 2014 as well. And this is session 1. Next session will be at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. in which ये सेशन बच्चे काफी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होगा. लोअर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स यूजिंग कॉलम मेजर ऑर्डर एंड अपर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स यूजिंग रो मेजर ऑर्डर. दिस विल बी लोअर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स यूजिंग रो मेजर ऑर्डर and upper triangular matrix using column major order. So we will be having 2 YouTube sessions, and one I'll be taking special class on 31st. Special class. Those who are watching these sessions for the first time, let me tell you that these special classes are free of cost, which you can watch on Unacademy platform. To follow my sessions, you can follow my profile link, and my profile link is given in the description box. So we will be having this session at 4:30. So it will be 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. And in this, I'll be talking about LR1 items, which will be used for LA-LR parsers. नाम देखने में बच्चे कई बार डरावने लगते हैं कि थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट टॉपिक होगा, बट ट्रस्ट मी, दिस इज वेरी इजी टॉपिक. LA-LR and CLR parsers will be the agenda for this session. Alright, so this will be the schedule for the remaining sessions of the month October. Now let's talk about the Mool Mantra for success. We know that today it is the age of competition, and all the competitive exams are based on speed, accuracy and logic, which requires constant practice from the very beginning. So whatever concepts we have learned, just try to solve the questions. जो भी आपको जिस भी सोर्स से questions मिलते हैं, take up the questions and solve the questions, and also try to get, कहीं पे भी बच्चे cramming मत करना. Then I can give you a guarantee, if you are following all the sessions, following all the concepts, तो कभी भी आपको data structures, algorithms, जो भी टॉपिक्स आपको डिस्कस कर दिए, क्वेश्चन कितना भी घूम जाए, आपको प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी. ओके, सो इफ यू हैव नॉट ज्वाइंड आवर टेलीग्राम ग्रुप, you can join our Telegram group to get the links of the videos or the live sessions. So Telegram group is Let's Crack Gates ESE, and the link of this group is also given in the description box. And definitely, if you like this video, you like the content, click on the like button, subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for the notifications of new videos. And if you are planning to get the subscription, according to your requirement, you can opt for Iconic or Plus. Plus may we have multiple plans: 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 18 months and 2 year. And under Iconic, we have 1 year and 2 years. So according to your requirement, you can choose the subscription plan. By applying my referral code, you will be getting 10% discount, as well as you will be added to my group. So whatever queries you will be having, I'll be handling your queries. And in case you have any query, any comment, so you can write in the comment section. And somebody told me that lecture number 11 was not uploaded in the playlist. So you can just go through it once, because now it's uploaded, and those who want to follow that session, they can. And in case if you have any feedback or any suggestion, feel free to fill out the feedback form. And as soon as I'll get the notification of regarding the same, I'll get in touch with you. Thank you guys.